everyone. This is Malika. I just wanted to quickly share with you all the experience I had when I met Kamala Harris. I had the honor of sitting on the board of We Will Women, and it was an organization that taught women and children how to get involved in legislation. And it was through this organization, many of you know, if you watched the Women Speak event that we just recorded back on October 9th, Fran Joy and Lisa Daggy put on an absolute amazing, necessary event where we heard the voices of women. And I shared the story of amending and co-authoring state legislation that also passed, working with State Representative LaShawn K. Ford. So if you want to hear more about that, you can go watch the Women Speak video that I have posted up on social media. But real quick, I learned about the process starting out from We Will Women, from this organization, and what I could do in terms of legislation. And it was through that organization that I met State Representative LaShawn K. Ford, who taught me a great deal about politics and how it works. Absolutely. And we did get legislation added to the Black Caucus agenda and passed in 2021. It was through this organization that I got to go to the Iowa caucus, where I met Kamala Harris. She was running for president of the United States the first time. Now, I had never done anything like this before. I had never been to an Iowa caucus before. I didn't even know what to expect. None of the board members or none of the members of We Will were able to attend this event with me, but I was determined to go because something in me, I'm like, I hadn't written the legislation or amended Rep. Ford's legislation yet, because I was in the process of learning, how it all worked. But on that ride to the Iowa caucus, I was like, I need to be here. I don't know why. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how this all works, but I feel like I need to be in the room, whatever this is. And sure enough, we get there. Everyone puts on their Kamala t-shirts, and we're in this small room, and we're packed in there. And she comes out, and she gives an amazing speech. She tells a story of putting her case down as she was knocking on doors to get people's support, and this one woman wouldn't, give her the support, and Kamala put her case down and was determined to have this conversation with this woman to get to know her work and her vision, what she wants to do. And she didn't leave there until she had that woman's support, or at least that woman knew who she was before she left. And it was a very inspiring speech. And after Kamala got off the stage, many of you know I'm all for speaking up, like speak now or forever hold your peace. And when she got off the stage, I said, okay, I need to talk to this woman. And her staff, it was a rope there, and her staff was there. And, I tapped one of the staff on the shoulders. I said, I need to talk to her. And he just turned, looked at me. I don't know, maybe it was all over my face, how serious I was. But he signaled for her to come over to me. And we talked. And I said, okay, I probably got but a moment to share with her what's really on my heart. And at that time, though I didn't bring up the education and legislation that, I was working on at the time, I brought up health care. And I brought up my concern for health care being affordable, that it needs to be affordable, like it's a human right. And being a black woman and how we're treated in health care. And she listened to every word I said. And you can tell when someone's paying attention and when someone is not. They're just waiting for you to just get to the end. She listened to everything I said, and she held my hand, and she said, oh, Malika, we got this. We got this. and she talked to me. It was, you meet a lot of politicians. I mean, we even have people on our city council who, there's some that listen and some could really care less. They already got their agenda. They're getting their deals done. She actually listened, and we connected and had similar situations, so, I'm all for someone who can relate and connect to my reality, my experience, and she did that. And, for the rest of the day, we were out there with her, dancing and the music and, just hearing her talk about her vision was just really, really powerful. And I must say that when I got back from Iowa, I was fired up to get busy on the legislation and couldn't wait to meet with Rep. Ford, and just there was no stopping, just determined, like this must work, because she was she just really set an example of what an individual with drive and passion and really caring for the people and just driving what you can make happen. And so my experience with Kamala Harris was absolutely needed, and it spoke volumes to me about her. So I know people hear, oh, she locked up all these people, put them in prison, and all of this. I say go and do your own research. Don't just listen to the podcast or the blogs. You go and do the research yourself and see exactly what she's done. Her body of work is amazing, and it speaks to who she is. It's work that she's been doing, not something she's gonna do, that she hasn't done. It's work that she's been doing. She's been working for the people. And she was just a true inspiration to me. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I learned so much from watching her that day, and then coming back, working with We Will and working with Representative Ford. I mean, it was just gold, an experience I will never, ever forget. And now working on new legislation, local here in Evanston. And I would say it's from those three. We Will, Kamala Harris, Rep. Ford. I learned so much. And so I come to you today to please, people, do your own research. Stay engaged with, this is probably one of the most important elections of our time period. Go do your own research on these matters. What's documented? Look at the body of work. And vote. Please vote. Please do not say, I'm sitting this out, because you don't know, you're undecided. Please make a decision and vote. I did early voting. The second day early voting was open, I was there. Went to get my annual mammogram, and right after that I went from Endeavor North Shore on Ridge over to the Civic Center here in Evanston, and I voted, because I'm thinking about my health care rights as a woman in this country is in jeopardy. And after doing the mammogram, and ladies, you know how uncomfortable that is, yeah, I went straight over there. I don't want anyone telling me what to do with my body. So please, people, vote. Early voting is still open. It's countdown to Election Day, one of the most important elections of our time period, people. Please, please vote. Thank you.